Oh, good morning to the best family on. What do you mean no one turned up? Hello everyone, I'm Alex and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be looking at a YouTuber who has lost all grip on reality. What do you mean that's all of them? It is kind of ironic if you do look at the fact that Fouseytube used to make fake pranks for a living. Because now it doesn't really seem to know what's real and what isn't. Now this man, who has previously used his YouTube channel to capitalise on the unfortunate, people who are going through tough times, pain and hate, has started a tour against pain and hate. And also, he did it all in a week. Where have we seen this before? YouTuber Fouseytube started the Hate Dies, Love Arrives tour. Very fitting name for a man who has once compared himself to Tupac and Gandhi. But they didn't invite Keemstar along to preach love, did they?
I'm not hiding behind Twitter, I love you.
Oh, hold on. Keemstar and Drake. Two hip-hop legends.
DJ Keemstar, you know him?
Nah.
Well, I say Drake, but he's only going if it gets millions and millions of views. He isn't going to get a million views. It got like 45,000 concurrent, but let's not mention that. Alongside the tour, that was very musically based, as you could see, with Keemstar and Drake involved, Fouseytube went on to premiere his new diss track on Rice Gum.
Yo, Khaled, acting is not working out for me. Can I get on your album, maybe?
Absolutely not.
He also added DJ Khaled to the title, when all he did was sample a clip of him that he downloaded from online. Hey, Tupac, it's me, man, Fousey. Can you just cough so I could put your name in the title of this song?
This song is going to be #1 on the charts within 24 hours. This song is going to trend. This song is going to be talked about by celebrities, reacted to by every single YouTuber in the world. This song is going to break world stars. This song is going to trend #1 on YouTube and get 350 million views in a short period of time.
A diss track. So he's only gonna miss the diss track trend by a good year. Hate Dies, Love Arrives, does it? Okay, mate. So the event went ahead. FOUSEYCON, as we're going to dub it, went live. And quite a few people turned up because the tickets were free. Hang on, am I talking about FOUSEYCON or...
Tanacon.
Both delusional. And Fouseytube parades himself on stage, followed by Drake. He was nowhere to be seen. Drake wasn't there at all. There was no Drake.
I'm actually from Chicago. I flew out here and expected to meet Drake, and it completely just went over the board, so.
In fact, Drake came out later and said that he didn't know who Fouseytube was, and this was the first time he'd ever heard of him. So, yeah. But then Keemstar turned up, and Fouseytube declared his, undying love to Daniel King.
I love you.
Then he went on a bit of a tangent and kind of blamed Keemstar for the reason that he nearly killed himself, but he loves him. He really loves him.
What I'm saying isn't hate. I'm just telling you as a man at 28 years old what I feel. You made me want to commit suicide last year.
Then Shane Dawson came down because he couldn't miss an opportunity to document a YouTuber failing. So they went on No Jumper, which is slightly off topic. I did it first. Ignore the timestamp. But this is where the story goes from being kind of a complete failure to absolutely insane. Fousey comes on to tell the story about why he believed that Drake was going to turn up to his show. And I could go on and just pick apart what he says in this, but I decided that there's no real reason for that, because Shane Dawson's face does it all for me.
I walk back to Drake's crew. I'm mobbing with Drake's crew, dancing to Drake's music. Next thing I know, Drake's coming closer and closer and closer. He hugs, I believe it was Joel Embiid, 2 inches away from me. I'm staring at him in his eyes like this, hungry, knowing that I left my house that night saying I'm gonna meet Drake like a crazy person, and literally, Adam, I'm this close to Drake. But instead of taking that moment to be like, Drake, can I get a picture? This is gonna prove all my haters wrong. I accepted that it already was done. As soon as Drake moves and makes eye contact with me and I stare at him, I see his second right-hand man and he nods at me like this. I walk out with him, I go, what's next? He goes, brother, take my number, I'll tell you all the details tomorrow. I did it, I was hyped.
So you didn't meet Drake, you just looked at him. I mean, if he just looked at you, did you really meet him?
I thought that was a good reaction though. You should see the man he dressed up in a costume and reacted to one too.
The energy I felt I needed more, I look behind me, OBJ is there, Odell Beckham Jr., ask him.
The guy in the costume seems a little bit more reasonable than Fouseytube does. Then, if this thing couldn't get any more confusing, scary, or criminal, Sam Pepper turned up with Ice Poseidon and hijacked the stream.
Seriously though, bro.
Watch.
You're a meme.
Watch.
You're a meme.
I'm a
bro.
meme?
Yes.
Yo, you wanna bring hate into this? Since you fucking fell off of YouTube, how many fucking movies have I been in? My mentor is Tyler Perry.
Don't know why Sam Pepper feels like he's in a position to give anybody advice about anything. Quite clearly, it upset Fousey a bit, so he tried to fight him via the medium of Adam22, looking very, very worried.
What's that mean? What's the getting closer mean? What's the grabbing mic?
Like and subscribe.
Hate dies, love arrives was the slogan, wasn't it? Yeah, it looks like that's really working out for you. Then, Fouseytube called it a day and said that he wanted to challenge people offline instead, which is probably for the best. And now, people are kind of sat around thinking, what?
What happened? I don't know what's happening here. I'm really bloody confused.
It does look like Fouseytube has basically lost his marbles. And although the entire situation is incredibly hilarious and has given us some absolutely golden Shane Dawson moments, and that's the tea. I don't have an actual mug with me right now, so I'm just going to Photoshop one in afterwards. But I really think that Fousey genuinely needs some form of help, because he looks like he has lost it. And there's not really much else to say. It seems like everything that comes with being a YouTuber of that size, or a public figure, or somebody who does seem like he really wants to have a positive impact on the world, but also is facing the confliction of also being a YouTube prankster, has really got to him over the past few years. And if all the stuff he said about Keemstar is true, you kind of understand why the guy feels like he's losing his mind. There was a scene in the Keemstar documentary where FaZe Banks talks to him directly as somebody who has also had a huge breakdown on YouTube, and tries to talk him out of the fact that he may not actually be a genius who can get Drake to concerts and who can change the world, but may just be a guy who's kind of lost it a bit and is thinking that he can do everything, but he's actually just gone crazy.
A lot of the shit you're saying right now is actually shaking me the fuck up, because it's like crazy how similar it was to, like, I don't know if you remember, like, when I had a meltdown on, like, social media. Straight up, I was manic, like straight manic, and like I had all these like aspirations to be like a philanthropist, and I dead ass felt like I was so in tune with the universe and so in tune with like what I was supposed to be fucking doing.
I think the one thing that we could all say at the end of this is that YouTubers probably shouldn't host their own events in very small periods of time. Ever. Or make diss tracks and think that you're friends with Drake. Well, thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and turn notifications on. It'd be greatly appreciated. As well as that, please check out my podcast. It's linked in the description below. And I'm going to go off and work on ImAllexx. I'm going to do about a week and a half on this one. And Drake may not be playing, but I've tried to go for Post Malone because I know he likes YouTubers a bit, so seems a bit more achievable. Alright, see you tomorrow for that. Peace out, people, and have a good day.